Back to school. I hope you're excited. You can finally socialize with your friends again because you haven't seen them for such a long time, and you can catch up with all of the stories. And then after that, you can study, be very stressed out, and good luck with it. Especially with the French lessons where a teacher says bonjour monsieur, and then you're like, damn, I need to get out of this prison. Let me know in the comments down below if you can relate, because that always used to be me. I don't necessarily hate school, it's just that I'd rather do other things and be less stressed out. Because the reality is that if you're a teenager, you're going through a lot of hormonal changes, you're trying to figure out who you are as a person, and having a lot of other things on your mind next to school. And thus, because of all of this and a lot of other things, makes it very stressful for you. Living in this chaotic reality, for some reason, you're still keeping up with it and still succeeding, but you simply don't know how. Luckily, I've only got one more year to go for university, and then I'm finally finished. But over the years, I've learned a lot of things that have helped my productivity and helped me to be less stressed out and get better results. And thus, in this video, I want to go over 5 back to school habits to reduce stress. And hey, if you're someone that is new to this channel and you would love to see more videos like this, please consider to the subscribe button and help your brother out. And also let me know if you find videos like this valuable and what kind of videos you would like to see next. Anyways, with that said, let's jump into the video. Number 1, prepare the night before. We as guys, when we get into our teenage years, want to start to look better, want to improve ourselves, not to only impress others, but just generally to feel better about ourselves. And I remember when I was 14 years old, I really wanted to start to take care of myself and try to look the best of the best. So every day I wanted to look like the most stylish guy, someone that looks like a badass, someone that if he enters the room, he'll be the center of the attention because he's so good looking. And over the years, my ego has toned down a little bit. I'm a bit more humble, so I don't necessarily want to have that. But if you're someone that can relate to this, I'm not here to judge you. And it is very important to look good, but it can be very time consuming and especially very stressful in the morning. And thus the thing that I always used to do is to pick out my outfit the day before, because this way I wouldn't be very stressed out in the morning, because in the morning you've got so many other things to do and the last thing you want to worry about is your outfit. Because remember, we're going to school to get good grades, not to look good. So instead of focusing your time on the outfit in the morning, try to use that time to prepare yourself for school, and this way your mom will be happy too. Number 2, skincare routine. So generally speaking, when it comes to a routine, having a routine is extremely important because it puts a structure in your life, and this way you'll be more disciplined and you have more certainty on what you're gonna do on that particular day. The thing about skincare is that men don't always think about having a good skincare routine. Most guys that I know just grab a ball of soap and use it in the shower, and then ending up asking me why they have bad skin or have a lot of acne breakout. And I was someone that never really was into skincare and never used a lot of skincare products, but over the last year I've really specialized myself into this particular area and had a deep dive checking out a lot of different products. And since your skin is so delicate, you need to take care of your skin with a premium brand. And for most men that are watching this video and they are struggling with acne, I would recommend you to get Geology, because I've already tried out Geology for more than 60 days, and recently I've talked with the Geology team behind the scenes and they're really working hard to deliver you guys the best products possible. My face always looks smooth, clear, clean and fresh, and the best part about Geology is that it only takes 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night. And if you're someone that's suffering with breakouts when you're working out, getting sweaty and stressed out, then I would recommend you Geology's personalized trial. Because when it comes to Geology, they create a formula based on your skin type, condition, needs and skin goals. And it comes with 2 face washes, one for the sink and one for the shower. And it generally smells nice in my opinion. Geology's skincare regimen is anti-aging, controls acne, gives you sun protection and gets rid of dark circles. The Geology box looks extremely premium, and from the last time that I checked this brand out, it has definitely had a big upgrade. The previous everyday face wash used to look like this and it only had 50 milliliters in it, while the new everyday face wash looks like this and it has 60 milliliters in it and you don't pay anything extra. And if you get yourself the Essential line, which is a 2-step acne treatment, it is only $15 for the trial set. Geology hooked me up with a 50% discount code, and thus if you use the discount code MEN50, you get 50% off. So I have the Geology free skin consultation link down below, and this way you can check it out for yourself. Alright, moving on to number 3, have realistic goals. You know, I see this all the time. You've got people out there that literally don't do anything, aren't very productive, but then once they start to get productive, they want to do everything and want to get results real quick. And once they don't get the results they're looking for, they simply quit. And you know, I always find it quite unfortunate because we all have high expectations. We want the best of the best, But we need to be realistic when it comes to our goals. Because if you're someone that never hits the gym and you start to lift, it is true that you've got something like noob gains, but you can't expect to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a couple of months. If you're someone that never puts a lot of effort when it comes to school, you can't expect to get the best of the best grades. Because it is said that most of us overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 3 years. And also, if you're someone that has a bigger goal and you want to actually conquer this particular goal, try to aim for the long term rather than the short term. And if you're someone that's still gonna aim for the short term, be more realistic than you currently are. Because the truth is, although how realistic we usually are for the short term, at the end of the day, we've got some sort of ego and we try to achieve more than we actually can. And thus setting realistic goals for yourself is a habit that you need to implement. Because this way, if you're honest to yourself and you're more realistic, you'll notice that your results will only get better and better, because now your hard work gives you the results that you're looking for. And this way, if you increase your productivity, your results will better as well. Number 4, be punctual. So this is a habit that is very important in my opinion, not only when it comes to school, but when it comes to your everyday life. Because if you're someone that isn't that punctual, people will respect you less, because clearly you don't respect your own time. And thus having the discipline to be punctual and always be on time is very important, not only when it comes to school, but every other part of your life. Because you'll start to notice that if you're someone that isn't very punctual, but you start to really focus on this one thing and always try to attend your classes on time, you'll notice that will have a positive impact on the rest of your life. Because subconsciously you're telling yourself that you do find your own time important, and this way, when you're gonna do something, you'll be more productive and you won't end up being someone that's always on social media, on Instagram, rather than actually doing his homework. And number 5 is respect your time. And understand that you might be a little bit confused as to why I'm mentioning respecting your time, because clearly I've already talked about respecting your own time as in being more punctual, but when it comes to this particular point, I want to look at time differently. So when I was talking about being more punctual, I was talking about always being on time and to show to other individuals that your time is valuable, and thus if you're gonna attend something, you'll be on time for it and you expect the other person to do that too. But when it comes to this 5th point about respecting your time, I want to talk about dividing your time appropriately and with integrity. Because you need to understand that you've only got limited time every single day. And if you're someone that wants to reduce stress and wants to create a very useful habit, you need to respect your time. So what do I mean by respecting your time? Recently, it's not that recent anymore, it's like 7 to 8 months ago, I got myself a whiteboard and I clearly wrote every single thing, every single project, every single task that I have to do on that particular whiteboard. And once I actually did that, I started to realize that I was so much more productive, because now I really started to look at time differently. So instead of saying I'm gonna only work half an hour on my homework, I'm only gonna spend half an hour editing this YouTube video. Half an hour? Hell no. I looked at it in a way that if I actually start a task, I will finish that task. And yes, the reality is that some things do take a lot longer than you actually want them to take. But when I started to respect my time and focus on the task rather than the time spent on the particular thing, I noticed that I was so much more productive. Because when it comes to every single task, I want to get rid of it, I want to get done with it. And thus every single time when I started a task, I noticed that when I was working on it, I was a lot quicker, I put more energy into it, and over time the results clearly showed. And that's why I highly recommend you to respect your time and look at your time in a way of doing as many tasks as you can in that particular time frame, rather than thinking about, yeah, I'm gonna work half an hour on my homework while you're on your phone at the same time texting all your mates on Instagram. And that pretty much sums it up for this video. I hope you found the information useful. If you did, please leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. And hey, if you'd love to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know what kind of videos you would want to see next. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.